Hello, happy Saturday, everybody. I am.
Hi, Alex.
Oh, Joseph's floating. Oh no, I didn't move Joseph. Okay,
You
now
didn't
now he's
move
good.
me. I'm
Now he's
floating.
good. He was
Hi,
floating.
Alex.
So hi, everybody. Welcome to the Sandbox stream. I am Alex. This is Joseph here with me, and if this is the first time that you're joining us, we talk about the Sandbox, which is a whole gaming platform uh, full of cool NFT blockchain-based art and awesome games that people are making, and we have lots of fun here. So we're gonna jump into the news, and then we've got a cool, zesty tutorial for some fun.
Ooh,
We're gonna
zesty.
continue what we did last Saturday, but we're gonna use some cool new stuff that I've just learned about, courtesy of Cyberdragon, and I believe Synthescent was involved in this also. But yeah, we'll talk about that later. So, big news right now is that land sale wave number 2, public land sale wave number 2, is starting, and that is pretty exciting because we've got some land sponsored by Pranksy here. Pranksy's going to have a whole big plot in the corner here. We've also got
Hey, Alex. Can I ask you
what's
a question?
what's up?
Is it functional?
Is what
Are
functional?
we on the right scene? I'm looking at your stream right now, Alex. And oh, it just popped in. I apologize, sir.
Are you on a
Uh,
heavy delay?
we are on a super heavy delay right now, so our responses to the chat may be extended wait. I'm getting a lot of load. That could be me though, so let me know in the chat if it's all working great. I'll see that chat before before.
Let me check my settings here. Make sure nothing goofy's going on.
All right, cool,
Well,
cool, cool.
yeah, my bit rate's at 5,000. We should be good. I'm not getting any. There were some drop frames detected like a few minutes ago, so maybe that offset it. But we should be good. We should be good
All right,
now.
just wanted to be sure. Doing
Okay.
a little quality check there, real quick,
Yeah.
live. I apologize.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
not doing any like Bitcoin mining in the background here, anything weird like that.
that
So
makes sense.
wait, let me turn off my render. So anyway, we've got public land sale number 2 with 3 major partners involved: Pranksy, Metaverse, and Yield Guild Gaming. So you can see they've got their plots here. There's some Sandbox Portal lands in there as well, and we've got a bunch of estates going on here. There's 6 estates, 3x3s, in there, and also 10 medium, 2 large, and 1 extra large estate. One of these giant ones. These huge, giant. What are these? 24 by 24. I want to say.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, they are.
giant, ginormous. I mean, I can't even because the biggest we've seen in the game maker is 4x4. I can't even imagine what will go. That's it's just a big number. I'm trying to do the math in my head, and I'm going. So yeah, that's exciting. That is starting February 25th at 1 p.m. UTC. That's like UK time. So that will be earlier in the morning. Let's see. What's London right now is 18, and Eastern time is 13. That's a 5-hour difference. So if you're on the East Coast, that would be at 8 a.m., I believe, if my math is right. Um, so it's not so early that it's impossible for the East Coast. It's going to be a little rough for the West Coast, but the whole rest of Europe and stuff will be able to participate. So lots of fun there. There's going to be an NFT box giveaway. Is that from Pranksy? I'm not sure if that Pranksy's been doing these
Yeah,
NFT boxes.
yep. That's one of those kind of like surprise NFT prize boxes that
Mm-hmm.
he's bundled together. They've been pretty cool so far. So I'm excited to see. That's just random, right? One of the 1,000 people or so, is that right? That'll
Yeah,
buy,
I think so.
or yeah, one of the 1,024 regular lands will get that NFT box. So totally random if you participate.
Yeah, and Pranksy added that he still has some reindeer saved from the advent calendar. So that's the reindeer that I made, the red glowing reindeer. And I'm doing little sneak hint. I'm doing some more stuff for Pranksy boxes, so I'm not gonna show anything yet, but I'm doing some more cool stuff for those. I don't know if that will be included or not. It's my work on that isn't done yet. It should be by February 25th, but yeah. So exciting stuff. Moving on, we've got Sandbox and CoinCheck to bring land NFTs to Japanese gamers, expanding gaming metaverse. So CoinCheck is in another corner of the map here. I believe this is the southeast corner of the map. Joseph mentioned this. Was it last time? Was it on Wednesday?
I think it was, yeah, on either on Wednesday or possibly the Saturday before. I forget when the news dropped. Dropped on the 17th, so yeah, it would have had to have been Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's funny actually, Alex. When we were talking about it on Wednesday, I kind of mentioned that this unannounced at the time Wave 2 featuring the Pranksy and metaverse spaces there. That space was highlighted on the map, but it wasn't revealed and or announced, right? So just a little insight, but no actual prior knowledge of this announcement coming. But as I said before, I think this is maybe not the last announcement to come regarding upcoming and / recent future Lancet.
Future.
Because in the top right, you talked about the CoinCheck sale. In the top right of the map on sandbox.game, you can actually see there's another kind of a white outline around a small little group of parcels, and I'm not sure what the intent is for that yet, but I can expect some kind of announcement regarding that. It may not be a sale even. In fact, in the past, when the Binance announcement was made, those plots were highlighted out. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I can't even see it yet, but I know exactly where you are. You can see that little space.
Right between CoinMarketCap and Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Yes. So we'll see what happens with that as time goes. So, but I can expect that there's an announcement that I don't know about yet coming soon. So pretty cool.
Very cool.
Well, Alex, what do we got today? What's our fun little tutorial?
We got one more news. We got one more news. One more news.
Good, very good.
So the celebrity themed Voxel asset creation contest is still going on. Because that's a 3-week contest. I believe submissions end on March 4th. So you've still got another week and some change. Yeah. Almost 2 whole weeks to finish your submissions. Voting period is from March 4th to March 11th. And we got a snapshot of work that's already been done. This comes courtesy of Gundam Z. He did this beautiful render. I'm going to see if I can do these side by side here. How does that look? Ugly. That's how that looks. Terrible. There we go. That's better. Sort of. Not really. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay. There we go. I had to do some adjustments to the windows here. So, Gundam Z put this together. This is a whole bunch of the submissions so far. Some really great looking stuff. We've got Whale Shark and Pranksy right here. We've got Keanu Reeves from Cyberpunk.
He's Johnny Silverhand.
Johnny Silverhand. Mr. Bean is there. I don't recognize all these names. There's something about Andref doing Joy World, Ronaldinho, Evil, and Capulan, Colorado. I don't know who any of those are, but I think that's maybe like foreign celebrities. We've got, of course, America's crown treasure in the middle here, Joe Exotic. No, really, Abraham Lincoln. This is great. I love this Abraham Lincoln statue. This is so awesome. This is actually animated. It doesn't have to be. It's got optional animation with it, so you can interact and he'll start talking to you. That was my suggestion. I was like, you should do this, and the person who made it was like, I already have. Let's see. Anybody else that I recognize? It looks like Elvis Presley here, and Jimi Hendrix, Michael Jackson. Wait, did I? Oh, Jimi Hendrix is the one burning his guitar.
Nice.
I hadn't looked down that far. And we've got a couple Donald Trumps. This looks like a really skinny Donald Trump. I don't think he's ever actually been that skinny. But he does got his nice his pucker face.
Maybe it's the Home Alone Donald Trump, with like the big wool coat that goes all the way to the floor.
Yeah, I don't think he was even that thin back then. But then yeah, we've got more presidential Donald Trump there. He's a little more orange, and Jim Carrey as what's the character's name? Oh, how could I forget? With the Hawaiian shirt, animal detective. What's the guy's name? Help me, Joseph. My wife would be
Ace Ventura.
Ace Ventura. My wife. I was not allowed to watch those movies as a kid, and I have never gone back to actually watch them. My wife grew up watching them, and so she would be kind of upset with me right now if she knew. I don't think she's listening. Marshmallow. George Lucas with a Grogu shirt and a lightsaber. I want this. I don't know how I'm gonna get this, but I want this. The Grogu shirt. That's great. So lots of great entries so far, and this is still with 2 more weeks left in the competition. So make sure you get in on that and join in the fun. Now we are gonna move on to our tutorial. Can I share? How can I share this? Do we have a link for this? Because I'm in the...
I do, but your tutorial is different, but we'll find one, I think.
Collecting objects to heal or damage. Maybe I just need to refresh it if it got changed.
Let's see here. I've got TNT explosion, TNT respawner, trigger platforms, 2-way teleport.
Is there a way to see all of these?
Yes, there is a way to see all of them.
Let's get an above page.
I'm going to click the advanced tutorials section, and I am going to link the advanced tutorials in the chat here in just a second.
Okay. So Joseph is finding it.
The tutorials that we are reviewing are at least in part available right now on our Gitbook, and that Gitbook is linked in the chat. And it has gone out now to all the platforms. There we go. Facebook also included. So if you're watching, no matter where you are, and you want to know how you can do this later when the stream is over in your games, nice refresher there for you. Make sure you bookmark that page. It's getting constantly updated.
So Bram Van Diermeer on YouTube asked, do you guys know if sandbox games are good? Can you put monsters versus monsters? So I don't fully understand the question, but you can set monsters against monsters. So anytime you're editing those behaviors and setting up a melee enemy or a predator, you can set the tags that they will hunt for or attack. So you can make a fighter who goes against the avatar, goes against other NPCs, goes against enemies. Whatever tags you set for the characters on your map, you can set up those same tags for the targets, for healers, for predators, for enemies. So you can have factions if you want. You could say, hey, you want Brotherhood of Steel. You can put BOS, a faction tag on this set of characters, and then you'll have monsters that go to attack them. So you'll have groups of NPCs attacking each other and hunting for each other based on their tags. So you can... there's very little to set up with that. You basically just assign those tags and then tweak the damage and health of those characters as you want to set up your scene. Something that we saw in Sandpunk by Aladev. Did I get the name right? Am I mixing up names?
Aladev.
It was Aladev.
Sandpunk.
Okay, good. All right. I thought I remembered it correctly, but after going through 40 of those games, my brain gets a little it's a little mushy. A little bit mushy in the gray matter. So in Sandpunk, there's a whole scene where a character representing me, because it's my character that I designed of myself, gets in a fight with Sebastian, who is the COO of our company, and I murder him in this scene. So there's a cut.
Take over.
Yes, I take over, and then somebody kills me, right? Is that... Or
yes.
Somebody else takes over.
Spoiler alert. Jeez, Alex, you can go play that game right now using the Sandbox Game Maker. Just check it out in the gallery, and you can learn the fate of Alex, which I'm not sure. I
Spoiler
literally
alert,
don't
Joseph
know
played the whole
that.
thing on stream
Yeah, I
further
did.
than I did, so
I beat it right there live on Twitch.tv. You know what I mean?
right.
Uh,
But yeah, so that fight was set up, so you can definitely do that sort of stuff. But anyway, back to what we're getting at, and this can well, this wouldn't really help with doing monsters versus monsters, but this is something that I didn't even know about till a few days ago. You can use messages to damage or heal the player, and I guess the story that I heard is that this was a feature that was sort of added a while ago, but wasn't like actually released into the public build, and somebody, maybe Cynthicent, heard about it and was talking to Cyberdragon about it, and Cyberdragon was like, we need that. And Cynthicent was like, well, I don't know, it's not there anymore, it's not working. And Cyberdragon started making demands and started taking names and kicking butt until until our coders put it in the public release. So thanks to Cyberdragon in Sandbox GameMaker 0.5, you can now use the messages damage and heal to damage and heal the player on it does have to be from a message broadcaster. So I tried setting it up with a speaker component, when it can send a message when you get close enough to somebody, and it doesn't work directly like that, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. So if you check out this collecting objects to heal or damage, you can see it's a very short tutorial. It's just like basically a page and a half to set this up, and it shows how you can collect an item that will send this message. So you could have a healing mushroom on the ground. You pick up the mushroom, you get some HP. You could pick up a poisoned mushroom, and you get some damage. And that is a very quick and easy implementation of this. But I'm me, and I need to overcomplicate things. So I decided that we would want to make the bombs that we set up last Saturday in our bombing tutorial. Joseph, I don't think you were with us on Saturday, were you?
Not this Saturday.
Yeah.
No. It's
So
a sad Saturday.
So Joseph wasn't here for this. We set up our bombing run, and Joseph, you probably didn't watch the VOD, did you?
I didn't watch it back. No. You
That's
know
okay.
what? I don't even know what happened on Saturday. I literally can't remember last Saturday.
You didn't have electricity. You were living in the Stone Age on Saturday.
Oh yeah.
That's why you don't remember, because nothing happened on Saturday.
Literally, I was just sitting there sad, and it was like 1:45 in the afternoon before anything came back, and then the internet went out again, and I was like, "Can everything stop going wrong?" I think 3 days in a row, every day I woke up, something else was wrong that made it so that I couldn't, even check an email, and I was like, "Can we not?" So but it's good now. We're back to rain. That's my life. Where I live. So
sorry to cut you off. I did see a kind of important question about will the gold wizard be claimable forever? I would prefer not to pay $40 just to claim it. So I believe the goal is to leave that up as long as practically possible. If like a year from now there's only 2 people who haven't claimed it, then we'll probably remove that claim feature. But those people could still potentially contact us and say, hey, I was on the white list, but I was in a coma for the past year. I totally missed it. We would still have a record of that snapshot saying that, hey, your wallet, should get it, and we would be able to directly send it to you. So
the only caveat to that, I just want to, sorry to interject there, is that if the world catches on fire, right, we do a server transfer to another host, web host or something, the page could theoretically get lost. But the Gilded Wizards, as Alex was kind of saying, they are on the blockchain. They already exist. So, and the reward is based on some other transaction that's already recorded on the blockchain. So it's very easy to kind of backtrace that and say, yes, I did participate in the the that was for having sand and ETH stake, I believe, was
Yep.
what. Yeah. So if you've ever done that, then that'll be there.
Yeah.
But that said, I'm not sure that unless you're waiting until 2022, technologically, I'm not sure that the cost is going to go down if you're looking at it at like as a US dollar cost. The the way that that is set, right, is in gas fee. So unless you catch it when gas is only at 30 Gwei, as long as we're still in this kind of hype hysteria period of cryptocurrency, that's still probably going to be a high gas fee because the network is busy. It's if you're waiting until after the bubble bursts and everybody is kind of down on sentiment, could be good then, or you wait until ETH 2.0 is fully rolled out and it's in the proof of stake instead of the proof of work phase and all that other technical stuff, then gas could be cheaper again. But until that one of those two things happens, I think that it's still going to be pretty expensive to redeem. But that said, they're worth quite a lot as well on OpenSea and such, and worth it in your games as well.
And you could get lucky. I was not too enthused about the high gas fee either. And I waited a few days and I just kept checking it. And eventually, I think I got it. I think I got it when it was under 30.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to go back to that, but
right.
If
it was
things
the same
can happen.
time when
So I would keep
told you
checking.
about, like we do the same thing for Wizzy distribution as well. The Wizzy the Blue rewards, right?
Mhm.
We have some that are still currently pending for this, like this whole last week, purely on the basis that if everybody's fine with it and what have you, we're gonna wait. And when I see that it's like sub 100, I'll be like, hey Alex, do it now, right? Like, and I pay real close attention to those gas prices for that reason, but because it just makes sense, right? Like just being economical about it.
All right.
But yeah. So anyway, forgetting all that, let's get into game design, Alex. It's
Yeah.
Saturday.
Are we still getting a lot of? We're still getting some dropped frames here. So I think
Yeah,
I think I
part
might
of
be
this.
running a little bit warm in here. Let me crack open the window real quick, and
All right.
Joseph's gonna do a little wacky noodle
Little-
dance or something.
Little wacky noodle. All right, I can wacky noodle. I'll wacky noodle right now. Here we go. Wacky noodling. It's wacky noodle time, ladies and gentlemen. What's up? D33H in the chat says they paid $30 to claim a golden Wizzy, and I say that's a pretty good deal because you can use it in your game as much as you like.
So,
Oh yeah.
so
Alex said
my
wacky
computer's
noodle time.
not that warm. But
Yeah.
it's so my office is funny because our house has a single thermostat for the whole house, and it's downstairs in the very drafty living room. I mean, you can see gaps like that big through the door. So our living room's super drafty. That's where the thermostat is, and then I'm upstairs in the office with a giant heat register right like 4 feet away from me. So it gets pretty toasty in here. It's not that bad right now though. So I'm not sure why we're getting so many dropped frames. Good grief. What is going on here? What do I have?
Alex, I'm just going to bring you a liquid nitrogen storage.
That would be awesome.
It's going to hook you up real good.
What do I have? I can exit Chrome. That shouldn't be